This week, we had to make a really tough decision. As a team and myself, we made the decision to drop Chelby from the main roster and pick up Sybil from Direwolves to play with us. This decision came about due to Chelby's decline in play and also his inability to deal with the stressful environment that a gaming house can bring sometimes. I think he was one of the ones who was hit the hardest by moving out, coming over here, having to play together, and his focus and errors were becoming more frequent in terms of his lack of focus, I mean. So yeah, when Direwolves announced that Sybil was going to be leaving their roster, it was somewhat of an obvious choice for me to at least see how it would go with Sybil. And after a really short trial period, we decided to go forward with it. I think as a player, Chelby definitely still has a lot of strengths and he can definitely still be a top OPL jungler. I think a break for him is definitely something that he will benefit from, as well as us with Sybil. For the remainder of this split, Chelby's going to stay on as a sub for the roster, and he's also going to be assisting me, helping the team grow, develop, and learn things. I assume he's also going to be acting as somewhat of a position coach to Sybil, helping him acclimate to our new team, and yeah, just trying to help as much as possible, and then decide what he wants to do for the next split. So yeah, we'll keep him on board until then. Bringing Sybil on in the middle of the split could be seen as a bad decision because it kind of hinders our next few weeks because we're obviously going to be playing with a new player. There's going to be some drawbacks to that. But our goal has always been to have a decent playoff run and then prepare for the next split. We have never been a team that wants to win the first split. Obviously, we're going to aim to go as far as we can, but we're being realistic, right? So bringing on Sybil is something that will definitely help our playoffs run and should help us going into the next split as well, and treat it as somewhat of a learning experience.
Follow the vine, count the leaves to the root, trace back the lines and you will find out the truth. Take back the time that you have spent being lied to, and as you change, the days will follow every step you take.
Alright, so I'm Sybil, and I'm the new jungler for Avant's LoL team. I've been playing some scrims for about a few days. I had a few days worth of scrims. I got approached by AV about a day after I got dropped from Direwolves because they were interested in trialing a new jungler. And I took about a week to decide. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was thinking about going home and practicing for next split and maybe seeing if I could, do better, just because I wasn't really happy with my performance on Direwolves. I needed to work on myself. But I decided that AV were offering a really good opportunity for me to work on myself. And I think it's more beneficial for me to be working on myself within AV rather than just alone in solo queue at home. So when I was in Korea, Shernfire helped us out at the boot camp, and then we decided that we wanted him to come on board because of his knowledge and how he helped us think about the game. It really helped us as a team. And so I was given the option if I wanted him. I was asked, Sybil, do you want Shern to join? Do you want Sybil to? Do you want Shern to play, join the team as a sub jungler and play some games and play some scrims? And I pretty much instantly said yes, because I thought the benefits to having him outweighed me having the spotlight of having my own spot. So I really wanted him because he's a very good player, and he's top 5 career, and he's got a really good mentality about of how to improve and like how to approach the game, and I've learnt a lot already from him, which I'm helping AB with already. So we went with that for a long time, and then in like week 5, by week 5 we had kind of realized that I guess splitting game time wasn't very efficient for us. And yeah, like it didn't really work out. Like I wasn't given much warning to it happening, which was pretty unfortunate. But like it's what they felt more comfortable with him, and like I felt that I needed to be playing pretty outstandingly if I wanted to keep my spot. And yeah, without the warning, I just kind of it was pretty crushing. Split 2 of 2015, and then both splits of 2016, and then the start of 2017. So that's almost 2 years on Direwolves. And yeah, I failed 3 semis in a row with Direwolves. So yeah, that was pretty rough. Not expecting to fail another, but I do think Direwolves Chiefs Legacy are definitely going to be tough to beat this upcoming playoffs, like Gauntlet. It'll be pretty tough, but I'm actually pretty surprised by like how solid the players in AV are. So yeah, looking good. So I moved into the house about 5-6 days ago now. It's been pretty quick to like settle in. Yeah, I don't know, I guess being like I'd already been in the Direwolves house for a bit, so I kind of knew what gaming houses were like. I really like it here because it's like the Direwolves house, it's like an apartment and it's really small, but this house it's in the suburbs, it's a pretty nice area, and it's like a big house, so lots of room. I share a room with one other person, which is Brucey, the manager. He's great fun. He's a funny man.
He's lost in 5.
I almost have
It's back out.
thingy. Okay.
Yeah, they're super behind you.
Oh shit.
I'm dead.
Hey, I'm gonna leave you, Miles.
Okay, I'm dead. You should run.
I can save Sybil probably.
Just block the queue.
Zyra, Ash. Echo dashed in. Watch Nort no flash,
Yeah.
Nort no flash.
Graves.
On Ash maybe. On Graves is split. Oh,
Ash is in.
Graves bubbled. Echo's there.
Nah.
Yeah.
Ash flash.
It's okay.
That's GG, I guess.
I'm not going to talk too much about that game, guys, but I just want to say that the game was basically lost once they got the 3 towers early game, right? Yeah. Because once they get those first 3, with their comp, Graze is just going to push up and take every single camp, and then Silver falls behind them level. So.
Yeah. Lee Sin's out of the fight.
Okay, I am. Okay, I'm
Oh,
going.
no.
I'm going.
No.
Okay, Jin. Okay. I
Seven.
vault.
He's lost in Renekton. On Renekton.
Renekton.
Yeah, just Renekton.
I'm tanking.
Syndra.
I'm dead.
Okay, we need to peel
Can you
back.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, Renekton's.
Shit.
Alright, that's my bad.
We should do that on like minions.
Yeah. I thought we could just blow him up.
How much HP?
I can flash on the carries.
I'm ulting you, Steven.
I have Zonyas. I was Zonyas.
Syndra
bubbled.
Oh, fuck.
I'm flashing. Play with Ezreal. The carries are bubbled.
Alright, yeah, I can flash out.
You should get out. Lulu no flash.
Okay.
Alright, I'm probably dead. I'm probably gonna pass.
I have to reset, yeah.
That's unlucky.
Oh, I'm dead.
Can you guys...
They're gonna end through mid.
Yeah, they'll end through mid.
Oh, the inhibs are ages away. I'm up in 20.
That's good.
That's GG. Yeah, fuck. My bad.
It's okay.
When we got banned, we were so happy.
Yeah.
And then we did fucking the AV style of just getting picked.
Getting picked
Yeah.
for setting up lanes. And they're only like stream demographic.
So the game against Direwolves was very spicy leading up to and the game itself because of obviously what happened. It was kind of weird like playing against people I'd been playing with for so long. Yeah, there was a lot of hype around that and I felt it. Like there was more pressure, but I didn't play emotionally, which was good. They're a pretty good team. Like I think they're the team to be right now. And yeah, so that game was always going to be tough considering I'd had like a day and a half of scrims or something. I had not had much time with the team, and yeah, they played really well. They had a good draft.
On game day, we definitely fell short when it came to drafting, which is completely my fault, honestly. I can't really blame any of the players for that. We gave up every single lane in the first iteration of the draft before the remake. And they had 3 pushing lanes and they had Graves. So it was really free for them just to push all of the lanes and have Graves engage. Second game was a little bit better. The third game was like a very hard to execute comp with Katarina. And we basically relied on getting to like hyper late game and having team fights. So I think our draft really needs to improve if we're going to take games off big teams like Direwolves, Chiefs, Legacy, stuff like that. Because against the lower tier teams, I'll be honest, like it's very easy to draft against them and always get power picks and just execute our game plan. But when you're playing against those really strong teams that know what they're doing, they always come very prepared, and it's very difficult to draft against them because they identify what you want to do early in the draft. They can shut it down at the same time as getting their own picks, and it's something that I really need to work on. I thought my drafts were good before this week, but this has definitely opened my eyes to like how good a draft can really be throughout a series. Something that Sibel definitely brings to our team is a lot of game knowledge. His time on Direwolves and his time in Korea specifically has taught him a lot about macro play, about like other region styles, about different ways to approach the game, like in terms of laning phase. He's really just brought a second perspective than my perspective to add to any group discussion. And he's always very vocal and always willing to put his idea forward, which is really helpful. As a jungler, I think his style differs from Chelby's quite a bit. Chelby was somewhat reserved in his early games, looking to more track and provide like vision for his lanes, whereas Sibel is really proactive. He'll always either invade or do a gank or like counter invade on his first clear, and it really shows in game. Like in scrims, there's a lot more kills, there's a lot more action, which leads to a lot more like micro practice. And also on stage, he knows when to be reserved and he knows exactly what the enemy jungler's going to do and how to react to it. So it's really refreshing to play with someone who shows that sort of like drive and proactivity.
I got to meet Matt, the sports psychologist for AB, and he, on the day, he like helped us like between games and before games, like to get us in like the right mindset. I haven't like worked with a sports psychologist before, but that was really cool. And then I had like a one-on-one with him recently, and I just found it like really enjoyable to just like pick his brain for like 2 hours just about how to approach like reaching your limit as a esports player. Yeah, he's really helpful. Direwolves didn't have one when I was with them, and I think that they're pretty damn helpful. Like I almost like vital to a team, I think. So I'm pretty excited to like work with him as we go forward. After we've had like a week practice together, I think, week and a bit practice together versing Dials, we should be in a pretty good spot to handedly beat Abyss. I think they're not in a great spot right now. They're looking pretty shaky. Really not too focused on like who we're against. I mean, Legacy in 2 weeks would be nice to beat them. There's a chance we don't make Gauntlet, but our focus right now is to make Gauntlet. But more importantly, be in a position where we can beat the top teams on the day. Like it's gonna be hard, but I feel pretty well equipped to beat the top teams. We've got like 3 weeks until 4 weeks until we have to play in the Gauntlet. Legacy obviously playing pretty well right now. And I think Sin aren't too bad. Like they're pretty good. They're pretty good. So there's going to be like 2 tough matches coming up.
We picked up Sybil with the intention of going really far in the gauntlet, and we're going to use these next few weeks to really practice with that goal in mind. We're not going to focus too much on the individual matches, so we might have less preparation for the individual games and more scrim time devoted to like just getting better as a team. So we hope that our pickup of Sybil is going to pay off in the next few weeks, and I can't wait to see how deep we go in playoffs.
We've only been scrimming a bit so far, and it's been going pretty well. So in the next 3 weeks, I guess we'll get to see how we develop. I think there's a lot to work on. Like there's a lot of knowledge that it's weird, like because this is the first time I've been on a team that isn't Direwolves in like 2 years. So it's pretty cool to get to see what it's like inside, and I get to, you know, spread my vast knowledge. What little knowledge I have. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, it's lots to work on, plenty of time, but it's important we, you know, do it quickly.